And we are live with more Madden 17. How's it going, everybody? Back with some more of the Lions rebuild franchise on Madden 17 here on July 8th. How's everybody doing on this Saturday? Hoping to eliminate any chances of echo here like last time. But we are live. I think things are working. And I'm ready to play some football today. Or actually, I'm ready to coach some football, GM some football, that kind of thing. Our Lions right now are 5-3, and we'll be continuing on this season as we are halfway home, and we'll see if we are going to be in a playoff hunt or if we are going to be gearing up for the postseason. So, thank you all for joining me today as we do episode 6 of the series. Kane late again. No echo, Kane. Hopefully, like, saying no echo isn't, like, a new tradition in here. Like, wow, there's no echo. You did something right for once. I'm kind of an amateur at this every now and then. The Teddy comments are rolling in. Everybody remembers that. You say Teddy if everything's working. Everything's working. And we are going to get started here very quickly as the stream is filling up. Good to see a lot of you in here already. You need a haircut. I know. I need to get a haircut soon. Like in the next couple days or so. It's kind of bugging me right now. How far will we get today? It depends on how well the team does. Like the more winning we do, the slower we move. Just because we want to watch key games as we win and whatnot and see how things play out. So we're going to start here with a little scouting and just getting the points spent. This will help spend some time, and then we're going to jump into the game against the Packers and see how we do to open the second half of the year. So, lots of first-round talent here. We already got our tackle options taken care of, so I'm not focused on them right now. But I'll take a look at some guards here. Rashard Ogletree. Colton Couch. Okay, B+ pass block. You know how important that is. Sup, Kane, I was watching your second Minnesota offseason when you went live. Man, the differences. Yeah, things are a lot different. And sometimes I go back and I watch the old stuff and I'm like, wow, why did people like these videos? Because, like, they're so much better now. So much better. Still trying to make them even better. But it's crazy how much progress there has been. Next Chargers video. Okay. A lot of you asking about that. Chargers franchise Super Bowl episode will be posted as soon as this stream ends. So as soon as we're over, you can go right into watching the video. And there you go. Continue your Saturday. So as soon as this is over. And then as far as Kalispell goes, I have to sit down and do all the custom prospect stuff. That takes a little bit of time because there are a lot of prospects to put together, and I do all the appearances and whatnot, so I don't have to later. And then I'll be working on week 1. I'll be working on the top 10 highlight video as well, but don't want to do a huge break between now and that and the week 1 episode. Kane streaming, I have a pizza on the way. Life is good. I want some pizza. I could go for some pizza. That's one thing I never get sick of. I want the 2014 Hurricane. All right, Justin. Ooh, Dimitri McGill. Look at those ratings right there. We got to get some D-tackle help. That's exactly what McGill would do right here. Get Jordan Starks traded. I don't really have a chance to right now. I want to, but it doesn't give me the option. And I'll wait till September, see how things happen. As we spend all our points here. So just to recap what has gone down so far this year. We started out really poorly. Matt Stafford comes back from Achilles injury, and he's not looking like himself. And then we end up scoring a nice winning streak here. 3 in a row, we're 3-2. Drop a game to the Ravens, but beat the Vikings and beat the Buccaneers, both touchdown games. And now we play the Packers. If we win this, we'll be sitting pretty nice going into the last 7 games of the season. But this North race is so tight, we will see who can actually separate. Oh yeah, some of you saw that video that Blackjack posted, and I retweeted that song. So I think we are ready to get into today's first game. We're going to spend some time here in Detroit with the Packers matchup. We have the first Super Chat of the day from 27 Super Yankees. Remember Smurtle? Of course I do. Now, Smurtle kind of went away because I don't do a lot of like head-to-head streaming type of stuff like Ultimate Team, or in the past there were like community matches along with just games. But I don't really stream that stuff anymore, and I don't know, maybe I'll get back into it this year, I'm not sure. But I don't really play like online and jump in and be like, oh, I'm going to play as the Dolphins today, or I'm going to play as the Eagles. Like, pretty much all the online stuff now is like, I'm saying like too much, but Draft Champs, Ultimate Team. Are there still a lot of people who sit in the lobbies and like get into games and whatnot and just want to play regular games like my favorite team against you and the Patriots because you're not creative enough to use your favorite team? Is that like still a big thing on Madden? Because the competitive scene has sure shifted, and I just don't think that there are as many people sitting in the lobbies and playing regular old online games. But yes, we should get the Smurtle back involved. And one could say that the Rashad Williams Smurtle not long ago on my channel was a Smurtle. It was smart. It got the job done. I can't believe the Padres are starting Donnie Castillo over Jordan Starks. They probably would. They'd start Leon over Jordan Starks. I don't know what their deal is. Why they don't want a 19-year-old phenom at shortstop. It's beyond me. So here we go against A-Raj. A-Raj and the Packers. Any possibility of you doing NBA video games on your channel? Well, on my second channel, I do have NBA Playgrounds. But that's probably not what you're wondering. You're probably wondering about this. NBA 2K17. I just picked this up this week. And my plan is to do some streaming, but I wasn't going to do it quite yet because I have so much stuff to get around to right now with my off seasons and then this series. So 2K, it's coming. I know I only have a little bit of time before, like, 2K18 is around the corner. So I want to try learning this game best I can so that when 2K18 comes out, if I want to do a series, I'm at least prepared to do so. Which probably wouldn't be like an edited series just because I have so much going on right now. I can't see me doing 4 big series. But in streaming, that might work. But I definitely want to learn this and have you guys teach me along the way. I don't know a lot about basketball. But I think that live streams will help me learn. And also just have another fun thing to stream. Whether it's my player, my career, whatever they call it, or my GM, my league. The terminology is so confusing. But anyway, we are down 3 here in the first quarter to the Green Bay Packers. As we are just moving slowly down the field, but at least we are on the move. Deshaun McDuffie, a rookie running back, doing his job as Marvin Jones comes through with a touchdown. We will be joining the team for some key possessions in this game. Don't want to dwell too much, but at least want to see, the fourth quarter especially when things are getting a little tight. A Suns franchise would be great to watch. Come on now, I just watched the Timberwolves do their most exciting roster move in over a decade, and you want me to play at the Suns? I mean, Devin Booker's pretty cool. See, I know a few basketball players, but I mean, the Timberwolves now got me excited. I can't see Kane playing a basketball game. Yeah, it's a little weird. I haven't played 2K since 13, and even then, played very little of it. Rodgers is all day, but we cover perfectly. That's Tahir Whitehead. I like Whitehead. Kane, are you a hockey fan? I don't know much about hockey. As far as like the NHL games go, I'd have to basically do the same thing. Stream, let you teach me, and hope that you steer me down the right path. Do you like Marcus Mariota? I do like Mariota. He's very good in the red zone. He's still yet to throw an interception there, I believe, as Cobb makes a wonderful catch. And I think that this year we're going to start to see what Mariota is really capable of with the additions of Corey Davis and then Eric Decker. Toss left, Lacey denied. See, I like Mariota, and I like the combo of him and DeMarco Murray. I'm a big fan of having an option threat with a bigger running back. Not just having a scat back that you can run options with, but you know what the Seahawks did for so long with Russell Wilson and Marshawn Lynch. I feel like you can do a lot of the same stuff. Denied. Nevin Lawson out there. I feel like you can do some similar stuff with Murray and Mariota. And plus, even when they're just doing their regular jobs, basic handoffs, and Mariota as a pocket passer, I like both players, and I'm happy seeing Murray have that resurgence here last season. Toss left. Ugh. Let Lacey in this time, and the Packers take the lead. Yeah, Mariota, I don't think has an interception in the red zone. Now, he does have picks. I mean, Eric Kendricks had a big one last year in week 1. But in the red zone, Mariota takes care of the ball. We've seen you play the Packers like 3 times. They're good. We have to. And if you're just joining, the Chargers Super Bowl episode will be up following this stream. As soon as it's over, as you're watching live, it'll conclude. And then within a minute or two, the franchise Super Bowl will be up and you'll be watching it. So we're down 3 now in the first half. And we'll watch some offense, but we'll sim a bit more of the game right now. What about Derrick Henry? I like Henry as well. He can move really well for a bigger back. But Murray was just too good last year to take the ball out of his hands. I kept waiting for the Derrick Henry week in like fantasy, and it just wouldn't happen because Murray was so good and stayed healthy. We're driving here. Let's join them now. We got to see if we can score the touchdown. I like this series. Just got to get to chill out a little bit. You think Tyreek Hill will decline this season? Well, with a lot of players who, you know, ball out, so to speak, you can expect regression because it's hard to keep up that type of production a lot of times. That doesn't mean they're a worse player than they were the year before, but it's hard to keep up elite production. Uh-oh. Packers did a great job, and we're only going to settle for 3, it would appear. Who do you think is better, Jameis Winston or Mariota? I think Winston is the better quarterback and has the higher ceiling. And I've mentioned this before. I think Winston will be, within the next couple of years, probably a top 5, top 7-ish quarterback. And especially with the weapons he has now, it might not take a couple of years. It might take 6 weeks. I mean, I love what they've done this offseason. And I think the Buccaneers right now could be the champions of the NFC South this year. I mean, you have the Falcons, who are obviously awesome. And I like what they're doing with their defense now, along with the draft last year. But I do think losing Shanahan will hurt. And I think the Buccaneers are primed for a big year with that offense. Adding Deshaun Jackson to the mix, and one of my favorite rookies in the draft, Chris Godwin at wide receiver. They got 2 guys now that can stretch the field, and Mike Evans, who's a threat anywhere. So I want to see the Buccaneers have a big season. We didn't add points there? What happened? We got close. I got a super chat here. Let me jump into the game in a moment as Stafford gets sacked by Matthews, and we end up going 3 and out to open up this half. Oh, Trevor Davis. All right, I missed the super chat 1 second. From Michael Yeager. Hey, Kane, first discovered you in 2012 as Adams makes a 7-yard catch. Through your Jack Hammer series, I've been watching you ever since. How many more seasons do you see yourself doing with Kalispell? I love your NCAA content. Thank you for the super chat and the message. Jackhammer was quite a while ago. Kalispell, I would say... Oh, yeah, O.J. Howard. Somehow I overlooked that because D-Jax and Godwin are already two players I like. Then O.J. Howard, who I thought should have been a top 5 pick. Even at tight end because he's better than most tight ends. But back to the question with Kalispell, I see it going at least 10 seasons. That's not a guarantee or a promise, but I do think that it will probably go about 10 years. I really enjoy the series, it's fun, and it's a big project. That is a bigger project than the Gophers dynasty. So I see 10 seasons as a likely possibility. Man. Jeff Janis with a fade touchdown. Man, I can't stand the Packers. How could anybody like this team? So yeah, if you're enjoying the Kalispell dynasty, you'll be watching a lot more of it. That has been a really fun series. And I can't believe we're already 3 years in. And the Penn State fans love me right now for praising Chris Godwin for the last 5 minutes. He can track the football well. He's got good hands, deep threat ability. I'm a Godwin guy. All right, why don't we watch some more of the offense? What are my thoughts on Saquon Barkley? Don't have any yet, Penn State fans, so don't ask. Alrighty, running the football here. McDuffie can't spin out Mike Daniels. He's way too good for that. He's way too good. Don't hate on my pack like that, Kane. Hey, you know how it is. I just can't handle them always being good. If they were bad for a while, I'd settle down. Man. Was that Sam Montgomery? That was a heck of a play breaking on the football like that. Godwin is going to be what Devin Smith couldn't be. Well, with Smith, the injuries have derailed a lot. But, yeah, I'd say similar strengths as players. I think Zay Jones was the best receiver in the draft. Yeah, you're not alone. There's a lot of Zay Jones love. He was super productive. Corey Davis or Mike Williams? I think I'm a Mike Williams guy, but I won't sleep on Corey Davis. I just like Mike Williams. Definitely watching him stand out the way he did in the national championship game definitely plays into the bias. I love seeing players like really stand out in games of that magnitude. And I got a super chat here from Leonardo Fattarelli. He says, "Go Pack, go." That's in his words, not mine. I appreciate the super chat. Much appreciated. What drinking on, Kane? I got my insulated water bottle here. One moment. Let me get to simming. And it's just water. I have the most uneventful drinks, I guess. I don't drink soda. I just drink water and smoothies. 14 yards there to Josh Gordon as we're trying to get back going. And then Deshaun McDuffie. 9 yards to Ryan Wynn. Can we convert? We can. So why don't we see what they actually do on this possession? Who is the most underrated receiver in the league? I'll have to dwell on that one for a little bit. I'm partial to my Vikings, you know, Stephon Diggs, Adam Thielen. But I don't feel like people sleep on Diggs. And I think people know that Thielen is really good now. Underrated wide receiver as we go on to the fourth quarter. I have to go team by team and just think of who I think is underrated. I'll get to that one. That's a good question. I don't think that as many players get underrated these days because social media makes it so easy to like see opinions that you wouldn't normally see on TV. I mean, you can follow a list of bloggers and then nothing slips through the cracks for the most part. So I feel like underrated is almost an outdated type of term, but there are still cases. But in terms of the most underrated wide receiver, nice throw, Josh Gordon inside the 10. Let's go, baby. I don't know if Doug Baldwin's underrated. You know what? Someone said Michael Crabtree, and I don't mind that one. Michael Crabtree has been really good in the red zone for the Raiders, and I just don't know if he's that underrated, but he's certainly a very good receiver. Doug Baldwin, I think he gets the love, at least he does in my head, because I saw what Baldwin did back in 2015, and there was no denying how good he played over that stretch of games in the second half of the season. It was like 6 games in a row with a touchdown. Stafford, don't mess up here. Josh Gordon gets us down to the 1. T.Y. Hilton or Willie Snead? I think T.Y. gets the love. Don't you guys? There we go. Deshaun McDuffie has that speed as he reaches the end zone, and we're tied. We are tied if we hit the extra point, that is. We have 342, now 333. Some had to dip out. Viewers, can we get some likes rolling up in here? Can we get 150 likes? In the offseason, we had an incredible like jump. Do you think that the Eagles will make it to the playoffs this year? I think the NFC is a little bit too competitive right now, and especially that division. But if they can, you know, perhaps sweep the Giants or sweep the Cowboys, they'll give themselves a chance. I will say, though, that I love what the Eagles have done this offseason. And I've mentioned this many times, so I'm not going to, you know, go too deep into it. But when you have a young quarterback, you want to find out as soon as possible, is this guy the answer or is he not the answer? Well, when you go and get Alshon Jeffrey, I love that aggressive move, even if it's for a short year. And then they go and get Torrey Smith. Not a huge move, but they're clearly trying to get pieces around Wentz to see what he really is. And I think we'll know after this year if Wentz is the guy or not. He got to play a lot last year, started strong, and I think people forget that he started better than he finished. And I feel like the perception of him is better than how his second year really was, if that makes sense. All right, we are getting down here in the game, so we're going to watch some. But I do like some of Wentz's game. I just don't think he's all the way there yet. But as far as giving him the pieces he needs to succeed, he'll have the tools. And the defense, no joke. I love that defense. Missed an extra point. Super chat. Man, everything's floating around my brain too much. From Hank, 3666able. Huge fan of yours from, as Cook makes the first down catch, from Kalamazoo, Michigan, home of Western Michigan. Hope PJ Fleck keeps rowing the boat in Minnesota. By the way, Corey Davis better than Mike Williams. All right, we got the Western Michigan fan here, and I hope that Coach Fleck does a great job with the Gophers. I'm excited to see what they can do this year. I think it's a really exciting time to be a fan of Minnesota sports, even though the highs never get too high, it seems. They haven't in my lifetime anyway. I was born the last year that a team from the NHL, MLB, NFL, or NBA won a championship, which was the Twins. And since then, the only teams to make it to a championship game have been the Lynx and the Gophers men's basketball team in the NIT. So, I haven't seen a lot of success. I hope Fleck brings it. Even if we're not rolling the boat, I hope we're still doing some sort of symbolic success ritual. I don't know why I exited here. It's not time yet. Who was your favorite recruit from the Minnesota Dynasty that's not Andy or Jonathan Starks? Terrence Johnson is definitely up there. He's a player that really grew on me, along with Kevin Martindale. Really liked both of those players. And Doug Duckett over time. Oh, what a hit! Last timeout used. We're going down to the wire here again. Third down and 17 here. Oh, they jumped! They might be out of field goal range. All right, this is awesome. Back up. Cook or Murray? I'll go Dalvin Cook on that one, personally. Third and 22. Now, I'm not sure they can hit a field goal from here. Rodgers has time. Bails out of the pocket. And is sacked. Let's go. Demontre Moore chases him down. I'm not sure how we even covered for that many seconds. Is there any way I can quickly just... I gotta watch that quick. How on earth did we cover that well? Blanket coverage. I'm proud of this defense. All right. Missing super chats here. I'll get there in a moment. All right. We might be going to overtime here. Murray got chased out of Oakland. He did. But he got chased out by DeAndre Washington. And I'm cool with that because I like DeAndre. Jalen Richard. One of the cooler names in football. And a super chat from Kyle Redfield. Hope the Chargers win. Thoughts on Steelers this season? I mean, with Bell and Brown, Ben, Bell, and Brown, the killer bees there, if they stay healthy, which has been a big problem, I mean, they're always going to be in the Super Bowl conversation, AFC title conversation. So, you know, I think they're in good shape, and they've been addressing the defense a little bit these last couple of years. So, hopefully, it catches up to the point where they're able to compete for a title. Because I'd love to see them play like the Patriots in the title game. And plus, I love Antonio Brown. Whenever a receiver that isn't like this big, fast guy, and of course my favorite football player of all time is Randy Moss, the ultimate big, fast guy. But whenever a guy like Antonio Brown can get the spotlight, you know, he's not even, I don't think he's 6 feet, and he's just so good. Such a polished receiver, such a technician. I always got to root for a guy like that because he doesn't have like the same height advantage as like Julio Jones does, but is still super productive and doesn't really limit him the way it would others. Are we getting the football? Nope. Defense. The real question we should be asking is whether or not Kane will play NFL Tour this season. I'm sure I'll be playing more of it. I like that game. It got horrible reviews, but I still love playing it. I think I have a very high bad game threshold. It takes something really bad for me to not enjoy it in terms of quality. But I mean, there's still fun moments in that game, even if it's not fully fleshed out. Oh my god! Janice! He got us again! I can't stand playing against Aaron Rodgers. Throws it away. Kane, do you think AP will do much this year with the Saints? Honestly, I think he went to the wrong team. I would be way more excited if Adrian went to a team like the Ravens. But instead, he's with the Saints, a team that, unless their defense takes tremendous strides forward, will probably be trailing in a lot of their games. Janice just won the game! Jeff Janis won this game. A fade for a touchdown, and then 2 big passes down the middle of our defense. Get Jeff Janis and Aaron Rodgers out of here, man. That hurts. But I mean, maybe the Saints can turn it around, but they just have such a competitive division there, it would be pretty difficult. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that. Jeff Janis, game winner. But my thing is, if their defense isn't a lot better, then they're going to be losing a lot of their games. And Adrian Peterson is not that valuable of a player when your team is trailing. Because he's not a factor in the passing game. And the Saints offense, they like to throw the football to their backs a lot. So I'd expect, like, Mark Ingram to have a bigger year personally. Like, if Peterson had gone to the Ravens, I think he'd have a lot more upside. But, I mean, it could work out if the defense is better and if they have a bit more balance. I mean, we'll see. But I don't have huge expectations for it. Man, Janis is unbelievable. I can't stand Jeff Janis. I gotta get a thumbnail of somebody, though. Okay, first off, here was the play that got him in range. Just right through the middle, beating the cover 2 defense. Whitehead didn't play deep enough. And then what was it here? Another cover 2 look? Yeah. They beat cover 2 twice. Whitehead needs to control the deep middle on a cover 2, and he couldn't do it. Wow. That is disappointing. Alright, what if we get like a DeAndre Levy this time in the thumbnail? Get that beard some airtime. Just grabbing thumbnail shots here. Life of a YouTuber is all. Alright, first game in the books. That was unbelievable. Yeah, I don't like the cover 2 call there, but I also don't like the way it was played. It wasn't played well enough. Let me make sure I didn't miss any super chats. We are up to date. Will the Vikings make the playoffs? I think they'll compete. But I gotta see Sam Bradford do it again. When I talk about teams that are primed for regression, even though the Vikings went 8-8 last year and dealt with such a bad offensive line, I still think that Sam Bradford could regress as a player because he played phenomenal last year given the circumstances. Can he take as good a care of the football as he did last year? Can he do that again? I don't know. When the team was winning, they were getting defensive scores, special team scores, and they wouldn't turn the football over. That is a really tough type of formula to maintain. I want to know if they have a more reasonable winning formula this year, which they very well could if they can run the football better. Huge upgrades to the offensive line. You get Latavius Murray and Dalvin Cook, which is bad news for Jerick McKinnon. And I think they got, I like the defense, obviously. They have the pass rushers. So, I mean, the players, I think, are there. I just don't know if they're going to be able to pull it off. But I think they'll be in the discussion for double-digit wins. So we're going to do some scouting here. Maybe a coverage linebacker after seeing that meltdown. Are we getting a bright full spun out montage? I don't have the time to put that together. That would take, like a vacation. There are too many clips. The video would be too long. Please, in Madden 18, have better draft classes. Most of these players are not worth scouting. But Eugene Rushing was for a third-round talent. Okay. J.C. Hambrick. That's a good strong safety. Hillman's not bad himself. What else can I scout here with 13 points? All right. Yeah, the Vikings were 5-0 and they lost to the Eagles in one of the sloppiest games of the entire season. There were like 6 turnovers in the first half. That was a bad game. Yeah, Danielle Hunter. He's an underrated player. I don't think a lot of people know about him. but it won't take long before he's a household name. We just lost to the Browns. We're 5-5. So back-to-back losses as we lose a shootout to Cleveland. Rashad Harrion plays well, and RG3 does his job too. Stafford throws 4 touchdowns. We still lose. 3 fumbles for Deshaun McDuffie? You gotta be kidding me with that. 2 touchdowns here for Jones. They kept Terrell Pryor. Four sacks as a team and a pick for Levy. Just can't win. So a big stretch of games now as the North is still jam-packed. It's even worse. One player has regressed. I'm sure that was McDuffie. His carrying is going to go down. Or his awareness. Mike Daniels underrated? I'd say nationally he's probably underrated. But I know that he's a tremendous player. Probably the best player on that entire Packer defense. Maybe their second best player on the entire team, to be honest. Behind Jeff Janis, of course. That is so stupid. Oh, Deontay Leftwich. I'm a fan of those ratings. We're starting to find some winners. Of course, the quarterback class is not very good. Ooh. Don't see us going early wide receiver. Still interested in more. Nick Wilcox? Probably not. So blocking tight end with low 70s hands. Dylan Witten. We'll scout the rest later. All right, big game against the Bears. Let's sim it, see if we get the win streak ended. Thoughts on Seattle? Seattle is very good. I like the team. Not much is really changing with them. They got the core built a couple years ago. Keep it around. They're solid. So 6-5 now. He did win against the Bears, 20-13. Defense held strong in this game. I like it. As they had to rely on a backup quarterback, as we must have injured Jay Cutler, I think. 2 picks, though, for Stafford. Golden Tate with a score. How about sacks? Just 1. Carl Davis. Even losing the turnover battle, we still find a way to get the job done. So, Bengals up next. Then the Rams, then the Packers. Let me scout. What game do you guys want to see? What do you want to see? I doubt you want to see the Josh Janis. I doubt you want to see the Packers again, but that game is right around the corner. So if you want to see the Packers again, Hushmanzada! I didn't know he was in the name pool. Lawrence Hushmanzada. They have to decrease the font size for him. Pass rusher. Seeing a lot of Bengals comments rolling in. You guys want to see the Bengals game. Okay, you're getting the Bengals game. Josh Janis. Yes, Whitney Merciless is a player you could label as underrated. Mostly because there are players that play in that front seven that are hogging the spotlight. J.J. Watt, Davian Clowney. But, I don't know. I feel like people know about Merciless, but maybe not. So the Bengals are 9-2. We're hoping not to fall back to 500. What do you think the Vikings should do with Teddy? I really want Teddy to come back healthy and ready to play. I'm a huge Teddy Bridgewater fan. He could go to any other team but the Packers, and I would still be a huge supporter of his. But it's hard to really plan around a situation like this with his injury, because he might not play again. But if he does, the timetable isn't convenient given his contract, given Sam Bradford's contract. I don't see a clean way to deal with the situation regardless of whether he is staying or going. So my worry is that it turns into some sort of messy breakup or whatever. Or even worse, that they don't make a decision on either quarterback. Those are awesome unis. Kind of, at least. Ours are better. So yeah, that's a really tough one. I'd love to see Teddy come back and be the quarterback, though, over Bradford. Although Sammy Sleeves was very good last year. Lots of good questions in today's stream. Trying to get comfortable here. Carlos Dunlap, there's another one. So we're going to sim the opening stages of the game. How good is this Bengals team? I guess we'll see. AJ Green versus Darius Slay. As the Bengals get into Lion territory with Gio and Brandon LaFell. Anybody else remember when Brian Billick called him Donald LaFell in a Vikings-Panthers game back in 2013? That's the most obscure reference that I only know of one other person who knows. But, yeah, he did that. He called him Donald LaFell. It was great. There's 18 yards to Josh Gordon. Can we get this thing tied up or the lead, perhaps? 3rd and 6. Got 7. Touchdown, Deshaun McDuffie. Intercepted by Glover Quinn. Okay. Let's see if we can get some points. Is Andy Dalton a franchise quarterback in your eyes? I think he's a franchise quarterback, but he's around borderline. Like, if you're worse than Dalton, you're not good enough. If you're better than Dalton, you're solid. And he's kind of the line. But he's been better the last than he was, you know, back when he got a lot more flack. It's cashew time. I'm hungry. I want to make some spaghetti for dinner, though. All right, Deshaun McDuffie. Yeah, Melvin Ingram, he had a very slow start to his career, so he may not be on a lot of people's radars. Uh-oh. No! Deshaun McDuffie is down, and he is in excruciating pain. We can't handle losing this game or losing our back. He should be okay, though, I think. McDuffie out. Theo Riddick in. How old are you, Kane? How old do you think I am? Caught by Marvin Jones, who hangs on and is hopefully not hurt. He's good. Almonds are better? That is nonsense. You cannot be spreading that kind of propaganda in this comment section. Cashews are infinitely better than almonds. And peanuts. And macadamia nuts. And Brazil nuts. I don't like Brazil nuts. They're big and don't have a lot of flavor. Hazelnuts. Or as they're known around the country as Filberts. Filberts. Hazelnuts, also fantastic. Probably actually the number one in my power rankings. Here's a give to Theo Riddick. Touchdown. 13 years old. Well, most of you are right. Most of you are right. I'm 24 years old. For now. Subject to change. 14-3. Let's go, Detroit. We'll exit out here and sim some defense, see if we keep this lead intact. Is that Percy? He is slowed down. Yes, I like waffles, and they're infinitely better than pancakes. Although pancakes aren't a bad food, it's just the waffle's so much better. It's crispy. It holds the syrup better. It won't fall off. If you overcook the pancake and make it crispy, you'd make it better. Knocked away there by Wilbur. They have to settle for 3. 2 touchdowns versus 2 field goals. I like where this game is going right now. It could change, though. Oh, and I never mentioned this, but I'll be streaming again tomorrow. Come back tomorrow around the same time, actually earlier. 2 o'clock Central, Twins off-season. My first ever baseball off-season. I'm sure I won't make any mistakes. But I'm going to go into a test franchise and run through it just so I know, like, what to expect as far as, okay, winter meetings are here. Alright, this event is here. Arbitration, stuff like that. So I'll have the dates known, and then I'll tackle it off-season with your assistance. We just tacked on 3 more. 2 field goals in a row for us. We're up by 14 points, and that was Percy Hartman. Sadly, the speed has seemed to disappear. Who is the best running back in the NFL? That would be Le'Veon Bell. Third and 4. Marvin Jones gets the conversion. This team is dominating today. 30 yards to Abdullah. Touchdown Riddick. We may not sit in this game for long. And for those of you that have joined recently, I will be uploading the Chargers franchise Super Bowl game as soon as this stream is over. Once it's over, you can watch the Super Bowl. I kind of like that, where I stream and then just send you on to another content piece. Kind of neat. I want to stream mostly on the weekends. It's where a lot of you have free time. There we go. Oh, no, that's the wrong team. I don't like when Stafford gets sacked. In a different reality, I do. Oh, man, everybody's asking me the best at everything else. Best receiver, Julio, no doubt. I like... Oh, man. Can we go 1A, 1B, or is that a cop-out? Because Antonio and Julio are both so good. Anyway, the Bengals are driving here as Ansah brings down Dalton. They are trying to get back in this game, but a drop by Percy is not going to help, and they still can't find the end zone. Yes, I remember when the Seahawks had Sidney Rice and Percy Harvin. How many of you remember Sidney Rice? Because, man, time flies. 2009 was his big year. 2010 had some good years as well. Had some good games. I went to one, the Bills game, right before the stadium collapsed, or the roof. Yeah, I remember that. And that Percy Harvin trade was very exciting. And that trade helped the Vikings build this defensive core that led to Xavier Rhodes. No, 59-yard touchdown to Percy. We're back in it. This team, man. 27 Super Yankees sent me a super chat that says, just to let you know, the 2017 offseason class isn't all that great. 2018, on the other hand, yeah, as far as free agents go, I'm not sure how much I want to spend after year one or who I want to spend it on. But that works out perfect because guaranteed after our second season that the contracts for Santana and Mauer will be off the books. So that's when we have a lot of payroll available. Third down. Got it. Run this clock down. Why do the Lions have to choke in this game? They've choked a lot over the years. I'm trying to help them reach new heights. But sometimes Madden's a little too realistic. But they sure did embarrass the Vikings twice this year. Ruined my entire Thanksgiving. Stafford. Ooh. That was a nice play. That was nice. Who else's favorite player from the Canes franchises was Nate Bell. The guy was a franchise changer. Man, it's hard to top Nate Bell. Everybody knows I love Andy McKenzie, Nate Bell, and Donnie Castillo. All right, Riddick. Good run as he covers up the football. We keep going. Who do I think will win the Broncos quarterback competition? Let's go with the wild card. Chad Kelly is going to take it, actually. I assume Lynch. And if he doesn't, I mean, the Broncos management is cheering for Lynch. No doubt. It's been a first-round pick on it. Riddick first down. Bengals got to use their timeouts. We can seal this. We can seal it. But we're also the Lions. So, we might not be able to, actually. C-Rock, why don't you like cashews, man? Give him a shot. Hand off Riddick. Stretch. Juking the wrong way. And we're not quite in field goal range. So that loss hurts us badly here. Where can I find your Madden sliders? I just tweeted them out to a couple people the other day. I haven't updated them, though, in over 2 months. I like the set I have right now. We're down 5. We're probably not going to convert here. It's the perfect storm for another letdown. Drop a like if you like watching these letdowns. 3rd and 16. It's my guy Riddick to the 40. Are they going to bring out the field goal team and try a 57-yarder? They probably will. All right. Don't mess it up. Don't mess it up. Come on, Prater. Come on. It's up. I'm watching it happen before my eyes. They are down 5. A touchdown wins it. Where's Jeff Janis? Dump off Bernard. If this comes down to a Hail Mary, I'm going to lose it. Get a turnover. Win the game. 46 seconds left. I'm insanely allergic to cashews. Then don't have those. Out to Tyler Croft and out of bounds. Good play, good play. Oh man, 41 seconds left. It's Andy Dalton to Gio Bernard inside the 20. They won't have to go for a Hail Mary. We had this game won. We might still have it won. I don't know yet. Yo, if Percy wins this game, I'm done. I'm ending the series. It's Dalton on second down. Threw it away. Threw it away. 21 seconds left. Ah, C-Rock, you have a nut allergy. I'm sorry about that. Dalton to the end zone and overthrown. Okay, comes down to this. Comes down to this. Game on the line. 16 seconds left from the 17. Dalton back to pass. He fires. Broken up, we win it! Yes! I drafted that man, A.J. Wilbur! In the battle of A.J.'s, A.J. Green is defeated, and the Lions will cruise to victory. But not without a little theatrics beforehand. This is fun. Roll on the W's, everybody. God. We almost gave that up. We find a way, though. A.J. Wilbur helps us win it. I might have to put A.J. Wilbur in the thumbnail now. I haven't seen James Harden's new deal, if that's what you were talking about. Only Harden I know. Actually, Rich Harden was a pitcher. Maybe still is. I don't know. A super chat from Garnizzle12. Packer fan watching you from right across the border in La Crosse, Washington. Keep up the good work. P.S. I think we can both agree that the Bears suck. We can agree on that. We'll find some common ground there. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, the Bears have a lot of work to do. They have not handled the post-Lovie Smith era with grace. So here is the throw that was broken up by Wilbur. That's the game winner. A.J. Wilbur, the rookie, against the vet. Got a cool celebration for us, A.J.? Gotta love when rookies make plays like that. I'm just giving myself options. Number one thing, give yourself options. Good stuff there, good stuff. So what did James Harden do? Can someone post that and I'll give you my uneducated basketball opinion. What do you think of boneless pizza memes? What? Is that the new thing? Boneless pizza? What about bone-in pizza? $4 years, $228 million. Oh my goodness. 228. Huh. That's a lot of dough. Sure exciting, though. That's a lot of money. Basketball contracts are huge these days. Football, man, nothing special. Nothing special. And for a lot more injury risk. Those are some good tackles, man. Why don't I need tackles this year? Kane, that was Wisconsin, not Washington. Did I really say Washington? I know La Crosse, Wisconsin. Did I say La Crosse, Washington? I really said that? I'm very familiar with Wisconsin. I don't know. I didn't realize I made that mistake. Drew Holiday, a trash starting point guard. Hey, now don't talk bad about Drew Holiday. He's really good in NBA playgrounds. Makes as much money as Derek Carr. Yeah, it's very different dynamics at play when you consider NFL team. Huge roster, 53 players plus practice squad, and only 8 games plus 2 preseason games guaranteed to generate revenue. Whereas basketball, what is it, 41 home games plus postseason, preseason? If you're in the postseason, you're around for a while. Whoa! McDuffie. He's out for a long time, guys. He's not going to be back for week 1 next year. He's going to miss most of next season. No! Deshaun McDuffie to the injured reserve. Oh, man. Was that in his last game? We're now 7-6. Man, McDuffie. 48 weeks. It's time for the Theo Riddick fan club. Stafford threw 2 picks. Yeah, McDuffie had 1 carry and he tore his Achilles. Man. We have a roster spot open now. We'll go to the free agency and try to find a replacement. I'm not sure if we'll sign a running back. We have Theo. We're still in the playoff hunt. 3-way tie at 7-6. If I want to go sign a running back, I probably shouldn't. There's not much here. What can I do instead? I'll probably just elevate somebody from the practice squad. La Crosse, Washington, though. Why'd I do that? I know that ain't right. We could call up one of our running backs here. We're going to call up Dwayne Washington from the practice squad. Because you got to have 4 healthy running backs, don't you know? And let me sign somebody now to our practice squad. Heston McFadden is the top rated player, and I like those ratings. That's pretty good. So we made that move. So now we're 7-6. We lost McDuffie, who is going to miss the rest of the year and most of next season, or at least a good chunk of next season. He finishes his rookie year with 815 yards, 7 receiving touchdowns, and 4 fumbles. He also had 193 in the air plus a score. So, now we're going to face the Packers again. And we're going to spend some time in this game because we're both 7-6, and I want to beat them. Call up Roscoe Sheridan. He's ready. You see Roscoe in that last practice? He was tearing it up. Or we can make a trade for Steven Smiley. What happened to the Rodney Rambo series? That was my favorite series. I didn't stick with it is all. I don't think I didn't really set aside the time for it and then kind of lost track of things. I still have the file. But I'm sorry for leaving you and others that like that series hanging. Alright. Just spending my remaining points here. Alright, let's play the Packers again. And they're probably going to sim through week 17. And the next episode is either going to be playoffs or off-season or both, or I don't know. If it's a playoff game, though, we're definitely going to go a little bit slower through the games. So again, against the Packers. 420 people watching right now. Can we get some more likes, please? Can we get to 200 likes? Is it possible to get to 200 likes? La Crosse, Washington. I did not say that, did I? A lot of people are wondering about the Chargers franchise Super Bowl. As soon as I wrap up the stream, I will be posting the video. You'll go right from here to the Super Bowl. Don't have my Madden 18 team selected yet. I have some ideas, but I will not announce until Madden 18 is out. Where is Super Mega Baseball? I posted it today. It's on my channel right now. My second channel, MrHurriicane LP. Go check it out. Hashtag Rambo reboot. Didn't think about that. What I think happened with the Rambo series too is I was going to bring it back. And I had recorded something, but I think I lost the footage. I think I lost the footage. It's been a long time now, a few years. So I think he's now in his sophomore season. We want Payne. I wouldn't rule out like a Desmond Payne live stream or something. Because I certainly didn't plan on ending it there. It's just kind of how things went with me starting up the Twins franchise and doing Jordan Starks on my second channel. I do try to do a lot of things. There's just so much I want to get around to do. AJ Wilbur. Hopefully we can make some plays today. There we go, Darius. Big play, Slay. Give me a touchdown, Theo. Ridiculous. Let's go. Seven 0 as Trevor Davis strikes again. Come on, stall them. They can't be stopped. Packers will not score yet, but score now. 7-7. As we are going through this first quarter, almost complete. 3 and out though. We'll jump in if things get interesting. It's been a pretty exciting stream so far. Wow, Mason Crosby missed the 50-yard field goal. Thank you. They have a fumble and a missed field goal. But now we're stuck. Ooh, 24 yards. 21 to Janice. This is not what we needed right now. Touchdown. Or not quite. Jordy Nelson got them 10. Intercepted by DeAndre Levy. Today we're making plays. Can this be a win for us? Please, Josh Gordon. All right, let's go into the game now. Wow, Levy coming up clutch for us. What time is the MLB stream tomorrow? That's going to be at 2 o'clock. And his Vikings are winning, as you can see down below, so this might just keep being a tight race to the end. When is Chargers off season? I don't have a date for that yet, but it will be the middle of next week. I like doing my off seasons on weekends now, but just with how everything is going right now with so many off seasons, they couldn't all fit. So Chargers will be next week sometime. Oh, Stafford's going for it all. Oh, so close for Marvin Jones. Oh, I love the effort though. So when are you going to stream that 2K17? Once I get through the off seasons here, I'll set aside some time. I can't believe we almost got that touchdown. Yes, 2 Central. 2 Central. All right, are we going to the break here, tied at 7? I don't want to see any more Jeff Janis. Stop that. Good punt. Into the second half we go. But we go and punt again, as our offense hasn't done anything since their opening drive. Big play Slay. I saw a comment that said that they were eating peanuts and that they're better than cashews. You're wrong, but I'm going to let you be wrong. I've probably had enough for the day, but you know what? I'm hungry. Marvin Jones, baby! So when you guys got some fun summer plans? I mean, it's early July. What are you guys doing? Anything exciting? Stafford, Ebron, 1-yard line, folks. Green Bay has 4 turnovers, but tied game. That's where we're at right now. Abdullah! Oh, he's that close. Just give it to him. I used to love peanuts, though. When I was in high school, I had, like, the big, you know, must have been like a gallon or something of honey-roasted peanuts. I didn't make it halfway through before I got so sick of them, and I was just begging people to take peanuts so I could get rid of them. It was way too much. And now I don't even like honey-roasted peanuts. I got sick of them. I guess we settle for 3 here because we couldn't break the plane. Kane, can you say my name? Jay Watkins. That's a cool name. I'm going to London. I'm going to Twins game. I went to Asia. Lots of travel. You see, my deal is up north. I don't want to go anywhere in the summer. I only got a few months to enjoy it here. I want to travel in the winter. Sunflower seeds, you know, I'm probably wrong on the sunflower seeds argument because I never got into them despite playing so much baseball. Darius Slay interception, his 3rd takeaway. Big play Slay. But I just never got into sunflower seeds. And I didn't really understand why people loved them so much. Touchdown Amir Abdullah. And there are just so many flavors to sunflower seeds, so if you're into them, yeah, it's kind of cool. There are a lot to choose from. Here come the Packers. Jeff Janis, touchdown. They're not going to make this easy on us. Ooh, big 3rd down conversion there to Ebron. We're driving. We're driving. Let's join. We're in the 4th quarter, so things are going to get interesting again. Slay will need a new contract due to all of this carrying this team. I know, he might hold out the rest of the season. Abdullah going nowhere. Kane, did you know Kalispell starting middle linebacker as my exact name? He does. Zach Flowers. Oh, no more Marcus Calhoun. Sadly. The captain of the defense. Darius Slay. Dill pickle is the best. I don't know if I tried those seeds. I remember I tried one that was like some sort of barbecue flavor, and I was not about that. Oh, no! You can't have that right there. Or maybe it was salt and pepper. Maybe it was some sort of like salt and vinegar or something weird like that I didn't like. I got French fries from someplace before, and one of my friends ordered salt and vinegar on them. Oh man, that was like top 5 worst decision of his life. Those were terrible. $20-14. Darius Slay is everywhere. Tavon Wilson too. They stalled. Come on, drain the clock. All right, you guys know how it's done here. In Season 4, Kane will still find a way to incorporate Calhoun into videos. You know I want to find a way. Yes! First down, Amir Abdullah. Where is Riddick? Is he hurt too? Don't tell me we have another hurt running back. Out for game. It's okay. Jeff Janis pick 6. That is funny right there. If Jeff Janis is playing safety right now and picks off Matt Stafford, I'll buy an Aaron Rodgers jersey tonight. Jeff Janis. Oh, man. Abdullah's taken down. Here we go again. No, I don't like salt and vinegar on my fries. At least that time, like, it must have been overdone or something because it wasn't good. My idea of salt and vinegar is like ketchup and salt. That's enough salt and vinegar for me. By the way, mustard, very unappreciated condiment. Here's Abdullah. Spin fails, man. Here we go again. We're going to kick a field goal. That's like 59 yards, just a little too far away. And we're going to miss it. And here we go. What sliders do you use for CPU versus CPU? Alright, write this down. Default All-Pro. I feel like Default All-Pro plays pretty good this year for a lot of things. Maybe not for a full-on franchise, but for this, CPU versus CPU, I like it. Default All-Pro is a lot better than it used to be. 56-yard try, right hash, Matt Prater. I forget which more. Matt Moore holds. Did he miss it? He pushed it wide right. We are lioning so hard. Come on. That could have put the game out of reach. You're joking. He missed it because of accuracy, not power. Oh, man. Jeff Janis. Aaron Rodgers has turned it over like 49 times. What is this? We switched cameras to dump it off to Lacey. All right, if the Packers score, we got to save time to answer back. I can't stand the Packers. Thank you. Thank you. Now they're going to spike it. This team needs a coach who can motivate them. I can motivate them to create a lead. I just can't motivate them to keep it. Third and goal. Rodgers. Good defense. Fourth and goal. Game on the line. If we make this stop, our playoff hopes continue. Fourth and goal for Rodgers. It's broken up. Wilbur did it again. AJ Wilbur, get fitted for your Hall of Fame jacket because you are my favorite player right now. Wait, take a knee. Take a knee. AJ Wilbur is going to the Hall of Fame. We sent a blitz. So close to Jordy. AJ Wilbur is the player of today's episode. He saved 2 games. Knocking this away from Jordy Nelson. Before, it was AJ Green. This is what Rodgers gets for not throwing it to Jeff Janis. Wilbur wins another one. Where was Janis this whole time? Jeff Janis. Rodgers missed him. He was wide open. That's a big mistake. You know that gif of Aaron Rodgers like throwing the Microsoft Surface? That's another one. What game was that in where Rodgers threw that? I forget. I can't remember exactly. We win. Rodgers loses. Let's roll. 93 passing yards, Stafford. Get out of here. This was an exciting episode. I hope you had a good time today. John Gruden, who is your Gruden grinder for the game? Probably still give it to Janis. 2015 versus Panthers? Okay. That's right. That's right. We're 8-6. How are we doing now in the standings? We're tied for first with Minnesota. Let me just finish out the scouting here. Good player. I'm just going to scout running backs because ours is hurt now. Ooh, LaMarcus Meredith might be pretty good. I'll need some more points to see, though. All right, let's advance past week 16 of the Lions going to the playoffs. We won't know quite yet, but we'll get closer, hopefully. We'll get closer to knowing. Will you do a retro rebuild, like going back to Madden 13 or something? I wouldn't rule it out. We lost to the Bears. Bear down, right, Mike? This team is just so inconsistent. You can't trust them. 3 touchdowns and we still lose. So today we split our series against the Packers and the Bears. And now last game against the Panthers. If we win and the Vikings lose, the division's ours. So let me just finish out scouting and we'll sim week 17. I see you, Mike. Trade for Janis? If Jeff Janis is a free agent, I'm signing him and never playing him. Okay, I'm still interested in Meredith. He's got the strengths in the right areas, as long as he can run. Problem is, a lot of tight ends in this game are stuck in the 4.7s, and they don't have speed. Madden 25 rebuild with importing draft classes. That's an interesting idea. DeMontre Johnson. That's not an undrafted talent. Get out of here. Just scouting defense. All right. Now the moment of truth. Are the Lions going to the playoffs next episode, or are we going to the offseason? I want to see some playoffs with this team, but at the same time, maybe I don't. All right. And the Lions are done. We did not make it to the postseason. A 3-way 8-8 tie. Are you kidding me? The Vikings win the division. And here are the NFC playoff teams. The Rams made it. We go 8-8 and we miss. Man. Oh, so next episode we're going off season, guys. Off season, and we'll simulate the playoffs. All right. Want to see some stats and whatnot now that the season is over? We had Stafford, 30 touchdowns, 13 picks. Running the football, Theoretic did a good job once McDuffie went down. Receiving, good production out of Jones, Tate, Ebron, and Gordon. Defensively, got to get some more pressure. Ansah can't do this by himself. Oh, he's got Demontre Moore getting 10 sacks this year. That was a good signing by me. Demontre Moore. Ashawn Robinson, very important player on the team, 7. But a lot of our depth didn't contribute much. For interceptions, Darius Slay has 5. So next time we sim the series, we will actually be doing the off-season. And that should be a good time. Should be fun. Marcus Mariota with an 8-18 went to be the MVP. Very cool. How about Offensive Player of the Year? Cam, Jalen Smith, Griffin Staten, Bears, Rookie of the Year. McDuffie came in 3rd. He would have won if he never got hurt. Man. Where's Wilbur? 4th. Best quarterback. We win anything? Not even best DB? Alright, so this stream is just about over. Thank you all for tuning in today. It was a fun stream. We had a good time. Lots of laughs in this one. Some fun moments. Some interesting moments for sure in those games we jumped into. Never a dull moment with this team, it seems. But we went 8-8. That's not good enough. We have a big off season ahead of us. So I'll see you all in the next live stream. And I'll have the Twins off-season stream tomorrow. That should be a good time. So as soon as the stream shuts down, I'm posting the Chargers franchise Super Bowl. You can go immediately and watch that. But that's going to do it for today. Please leave a like on your way out. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to make sure you don't miss any of my videos, hit the bell notification and ensure that you'll always be notified when one of my videos is posted. You can also check out my second channel at MrHurriicane LP. I do a lot of content over there, other sports games, other types of series, and there are a lot of fun things going on over there. So with that, I bid you farewell. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and I will see you again tomorrow. Have a great day.